Hi, another video from Dave XR Motorcycles. Just going to look at checking brake pads and a bit about Mark Barrett's book again, and yeah, checking the wheels off, that sort of thing. Anyway, if you're into that sort of thing, yeah, keep watching. Anyhow, I was checking my brake pads, so I just thought I may as well show people what I've done or what to do. Brake pads are just in here between the disc, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, and the disc, and I've got about 4mm left on here, so I think they're okay. I don't know if you can see that, you can just see in there, you can see the brake pads. Also, I've got my hex to take the front wheel off. I can't remember what it was now. H12, I think. It just slips in there, and then you kind of undo. You can take the front wheels off. Also, to do the fork seal that I did, to take the caliper off, it's these two bolts here, that one and that one. Take the caliper off, and then you obviously got these bolts set. Obviously got these bolts here to take the, and two on the other side to take the mudguard off. Obviously you slip the wheel, you take the calipers off both sides, and then you can take the wheel out. Obviously with the calipers, don't let them hang on the brake lines. You use a bungee or some string or something. Anyway, once you got the wheel, the calipers and the front mudguard off, you can then undo the top of the strut, and these are the lower count clamps. But you've got to undo the top nut of the suspension before you take that out, because it's very difficult to clamp them without marking them. So you undo this top nut before you undo the clamps. There's a top clamp there. Pull the thing wheel. That's the top clamp. As I say, I only changed one because you've got this wire, you can see here. Well, for two reasons. Number one, it wasn't leaking, and this wire goes to the ECU, and you have to take all the plastics off to get to the ECU. I didn't fancy that. Anyway, so once you got the top loosened, you undo the clamps, take the fork leg out, and I've got some photographs of me actually doing it. I would say I was changing the fork seal, so I have got some photographs of me actually doing that. The rear wheel you take off with using this. It's a 34mm, I think I just read. 34mm. There it is, 34mm socket. Use that to take the rear wheel out. Checking the rear brake disc, brake pads, a bit more of an issue. You've got to kind of get in here, get in between here to see. They're okay on mine, again about 4mm, so I'll leave those for a while. Anyway, if we go through, whilst I was at it, I was going to show this. This is a CAN bus charger which I use. This just plugs in. It's got a plug on it here, and it plugs into the bike, which is there's a socket on the 2015. There's a socket here which that plugs into, and that keeps my bike charged. Put it on every now and again for a couple of days. But then I was going to show you this service booklet again, because it wasn't done very well last time. But so that's Mark Barrett anyway. That's markmotorcycleparts.co.uk where you can get it from. It's about 25 quid, what it was when I bought it. I don't know, it might have gone up since then. But yeah, it's a really good manual. It's got some contents pages. If you look down here, you've got stuff like fluids and tools and front mud guards, seat panels, belly pan, how to take all this stuff off, caliper, front and rear caliper removal, moving, installing wheels. And over the page, got this other 2 pages of stuff. So it's a rear wheel at the top there. Then taking the sprockets off of the chain, so changing the chain. Then there's a 6,000 mile service, air filter. I replaced that myself. Obviously oil filter, oil and engine filter, quite easy to do, the oil filter, and then so on down. But the beauty of it is it does give you lots of really useful information. If I can just find some Newton meter stuff, all this stuff basically. So rear caliper, that's a rear caliper I think. All this stuff, good. So a rear sprocket. I was just going to try and find you the see, that's engine oil and filter, and it gives you all these torque settings. So the sump plug's 28 Newton meters and the oil filter's 11 Newton meters. So, and this is the same throughout the whole of the book. It shows you there's headstock bearings, which I haven't done. Clutch. Just trying to see the time, because you can never find what you want to find, can you? So I just wanted to the wheels 41. Okay, let's have a look at the wheels. Page 41. So removing and installing the wheels, pretty straightforward job to show you. So you got the front wheel spindle bolt, you got the pinch bolts, which are 19 Newton meters, and the spindle bolt, which are 50 Newton meters. And it shows you the workflow of what to do and so on. So it's really quite a good book. Highly recommend it. Well worth 25 quid. I'm going to finish the video there. Just a little video today, because I can't go on the bike because it's raining. Anyway, yeah, oh sorry, before I finish, I was going to say I found some really good YouTubers. There's one called Usernamekate that I met last week at Motorcycle News show in London. She's really good. Saffey Sprocket is really good as well, and Missenden Flyer, obviously he's the main man, I think. Lambchop rides, but all very entertaining. Would suggest that after you've finished watching this, you go and have a look at them. A bit more professional than me, so I've just started out, so I'm just messing around with it a bit really. Anyway, okay, I'm going to sign off now. So it's Dave XR Motorcycles signing off.